Arsenal Social, Larry Hare, Match Day 3, Arsenal versus Ludogrets. Yeah, in this episode we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do an audio rather than a video in this one. But yes, before I get into the Champions League, I didn't make a video on the weekend, so I'm going to briefly touch on that. Arsenal v Swansea. Finished 3-2. Very good and enjoyable game. For the neutral fan, it was definitely a very good watch. Wow, it was scary. It was a nervy one in the end. We started very well. Went 1-0 up first, through Walcott. Passing around, fluid. Fluid football, passing it around, exciting, creating chances. Then we go 1-0 up through Walcott. Then you're thinking, yep, okay, let's just kick on and get a few more. And that's exactly what we did. We got one more in the first half through Walcott again. Ball came in from a corner, kind of bounced around, and it was more of a poacher's finish, something we don't really see too often from Walcott, so that was nice. 2-0 up, and then Xhaka. Yeah, Xhaka. I mean, Xhaka's been a very good buy, and he's been more a revelation, really, since he's come in. He's impressed everyone. Added something different to the team. As we know, the longer passes, even just the vision and the quick passing to get it out of his feet and ping a ball, whether it's long range or short range forward. That's been good. He's added some presence and just a different edge to us. He gets stuck in, and I'll get to that. He certainly gets stuck in. So yeah, he's just added a different presence to the type of players that we've had and we've traditionally had over the recent years. But yeah, he's picked up the ball now, or Koscielny's played it into him on the edge of the box, of our box, and he's tried to skip past Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson's kind of, well, he didn't really make a great attempt at it, and Sigurdsson's robbed him, and as we know, Sigurdsson has the quality to do. He's wrapped one into the top corner. Czech had no chance, so that's 2-1. This is all in the first half, and then we go 3-1 up in the second half, I believe it was, through Ozil, and was that in the second half it was actually, yeah, through Ozil. Sanchez has ripped one in, and Ozil's peeled off to the back post, and it was his birthday coincidentally, and he smashed one in on his left foot into the top corner. Very good goal. Very impressed by that goal. That's something I haven't seen Ozil do too much for us, and I'm liking this season. He's added a few goals. I think he has a few goals. I don't want to actually put a number on it, but I know it's above 3, I think it is. So he's getting himself on the score sheet. So that's always nice to see Ozil scoring. And he grabbed one on his birthday, so that was a touch. So yeah, we're in cruise control, I would say, at this point. So you're thinking, yep, just steer it home to the end of the game. But no, Swansea decide to reply, and they get another goal and makes it 3-2. Very nervy at this point now. The crowd are kind of obviously still behind the team, as you would expect, but it's getting a bit nervy and they're biting their nails. You feel the tension starting to rise a little bit. Swansea are kind of confident about getting back into the game at this point, and the ball comes out now. I believe it's from our corner actually, and the ball comes out, and Xhaka gets spun on the right-hand touchline, and this is what I'll say. This is what I mean by he had something different. Okay, so he gets spun, and the Swansea player's about to get away from him, and he's like, no, this ain't happening. And he might have even already been on the yellow at that point, but Xhaka kicks out and brings the player down. The referee decides to brandish a straight red. He deemed it a straight red. Me personally, maybe the bias on top of it all, but that was never a red for me. I would say yellow max. But yeah, cool. Kicks out. Ref gives him a straight red, and now we're down to 10. So now it's even more tense. But credit to the boys, resilient, compact, stuck together. We still even managed to create a few chances towards the end. And Walker had a chance on 2 occasions to actually bag a hat-trick, but didn't manage to, which was a shame. But yeah, we held it up to the end, and we managed to bag the 3 points, and it finished 3-2. So Swansea have always been a challenge for us, and they always kind of managed to kind of put us under a lot of pressure, and over the years they've nicked some some victories, especially at the Emirates. Crucial victories that we've actually needed, but they've actually decided to go on and take and win for themselves, which has cost us. But yeah, in this game we managed to hold on, bagged the 3 points, and we actually went joint top with Man City. So now we're joint top, sit in second place, so things are looking good. Middlesbrough next week, and I'll be expecting another 3 points in that, and hopefully a good performance. And if it's not a good performance, that's cool as well. Just bring home the 3 points and let's keep this run going. I think we've won 6 on the bounce now, so keep that going, and yeah, keep pushing. It's all looking good in the league. So now just to keep that going and keep racking up them points. But now back to this evening's game. Even, Arsenal v Ludogrets started well, passing the ball around, trying to get all the players involved. Was a few wayward touches and a few wayward passes. I'm not going to look past that. And Ludogrets actually came out. They came out up for a fight, and they've played some decent stuff. Really, the whole way through the first half, they've played some very decent stuff, passing the ball. They actually had the majority of the possession, and managed to rack up more passes than us. Because we've kind of on occasion sat back, and we even tried to hit them on the counter attack. But I think that's just the way the pattern of the game just went. I think we expected to have a lot more of the ball, but Ludogrets didn't sit back, and they came ready to put up a fight and actually have a go at it. And they created a few chances. Ospina's had to make, I can remember 2 distinct saves he's had to make where they've got in behind Koscielny and Mustafi, and there was one where Ospina had to claw at the ball when a chance was presented to one of their Ludogret strikers. There was another chance where they got the ball in behind Gibbs, slipped it in, and he took a shot on the angle. Ospina had to make another save. Yeah, they've actually created a lot of chances, Ludogrets. There's actually another chance where the ball's got put in behind. From when the incident of when Ospina's clawed it, the ball's come back out to one of their midfielders, and he's had a shot and he's actually hit the post. So they've posed actually a very big threat, a bigger threat than I'm sure many of us would have expected, because to be honest, I haven't even heard of Ludogrets before this season. Before they were drawn in our group, I've never even heard of the team. But notwithstanding, we're 2-0 up, or we was 2-0 up in the first half, through Sanchez and through Walcott. First goal, Sanchez cutting on the left-hand side, cutting into the edge of the box. The keeper kind of seemed like he was in two minds, because there was Arsenal players actually breaking into the box. I'm not sure if he was expecting Sanchez to maybe whip in a ball to one of his teammates, so the goalkeeper kind of wasn't sure if he was going to come out and punch the ball or catch the ball. But Sanchez being Sanchez, he's decided to go off on his own, and he's cut inside and seen the goalkeeper's actually fractionally off his line and has dinked it and lofted the ball straight over him into the corner. Excellent goal, and that made it 1-0. And then the second goal came through Walcott. The ball's come out to Ozil, who's breaking. Similar scenario on the left-hand side. Arsenal players breaking into the box. But Ozil being Ozil, he has that awareness to pick out the correct pass. And he's just slowed it right down. Walcott's had the wherewithal to kind of pull off from breaking into the box. And he's kind of held onto the edge of the box and just kind of waited. And Ozil's managed to spot that, and he's fizzed the ball out from the left-hand side into Walcott, who's now kind of standing dead centre on the edge of the box. And he's taken touch, got the ball out of his feet. This was on the 42nd minute, and has just whipped a ball straight into the top corner, into the goalkeeper's left-hand side. And if I'm going to be honest, okay, we know Walcott is in the form of his life, and he's scoring, seems to be every game now, but I think that shows the maturity of Walcott currently, because I've never actually seen him score a goal like this. For him to take the ball out of his boot on the edge of the box and whip one into the top corner, very, very impressive finish. Very impressive. And if he carries on this form, he's never going to find himself on that bench. It doesn't look like he can be dropped in current form. And if he keeps this up, that right-hand spot seems to be his. So yeah, that was the first half. Second half commences, and straight out of the bat, 1 minute in, it's Gibbs on the left-hand flank again. Both the first half goals came on that same flank, and it's Gibbs this time. 1 minute in, fizzes it in. It deflects off a Ludogrets defender, drops to Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he just passes the ball into the bottom corner. Definitely a much needed goal for him, just for confidence and just for him to believe that he can actually get back into the team. So definitely a good goal for him. And now it's 3-0 and Arsenal on their way to the 3 points. And then the Ozil show. Let's just call it the Ozil show. 4th goal comes now, and it's actually Ludogrets on the attack. They're in behind, and then Koscielny manages, as he does so many times, managed to make a last ditch tackle, and then the ball drops to Cazorla in the Arsenal half, and he's looked up, and Ozil's making a brilliant run on the shoulder of the last defender. Cazorla picks him out, and Ozil's in behind. As you would expect, inch perfect first touch from Ozil. Drives towards goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and similar to Chamberlain, he just passes the ball into the back of the net, and that's 4. And then it's party time from there. Arsenal it just becomes a training exercise. Literally just knocking the ball around. And then Ozil decides, Ozil and Perez, between the two, and they decide, yep, okay. Perez, who came on actually for Sanchez in and around like the 60th minute. Lucas once again on the left-hand flank, as I've said many times in this same audio. Picks it up, whips it in now into the box, and Ozil gets onto the end of it, and kind of just cushions it into the corner for 5. And Ozil's back 2. I mean, Ozil as well. He's in the form of his Arsenal career, assists, goals, the lot. And that wasn't it. Ozil decides he's got one more in him. And this was probably the pick of the lot. Once again, it's Perez and Ozil link up, this time on the right-hand side. Late into the game now. Perez driving on the right-hand side, scoops the ball up towards Ozil, who's on the edge of the box, and he decides, yep, no touches here. First time volley, hits one, low and hard. Goalkeeper gets a hand to it, but he can't keep it out, and the ball goes into the back of the net. And after that, the final whistle wasn't too far behind. And that was 6-0. Finished 6-0. And Ozil picks up the match ball. Great performance. Started well but slow, and by the end it was amazing but slow because it became a training exercise. And Ludogrets really didn't have any answers. Didn't really do anything in the second half, to be honest. A much bigger threat they possessed and posed in the first half, but in the second half they kind of just couldn't get near us. And yeah, final score 6-0, and Ozil goes home with a match ball. Just to close, I'll just do standout performers in the game. If Ozil didn't get a hat-trick, I probably would have given the man of the match to Coquelin, because Coquelin was everywhere. In the first half especially, he was making tackles, last-ditch tackles in his own area. He was bombing forward and managing to get on the end of some attacks in the opposition box. He was just snapping as he does all over the pitch, and all round he was just excellent. Ospina as well, as I mentioned in the first half, he made some crucial saves, which, I mean, on another day, them chances, even if they would have gone in and led to goals, they could have turned and swung the match in a completely different way. So special shout out to him. Sanchez as well bagged himself a goal. The first one, he had a decent game, as did Theo Walcott with his goal. Chamberlain was okay. And yeah, certainly man of the match with his 3 goals and just all-round performance. I think he got himself an assist as well. Mesut Ozil. So yeah, all in all, great performance. Good goals. Excellent watch. Clean sheet. And yeah, 3 points. So yeah, all around brilliant performance. And yeah, on to the next one. Middlesbrough on the weekend, and we go again. Arsenal Social, match day 3 of the Champions League, and I'm out.